We're ready. We're live.
All the way live.
All the way live. Quickie. 15 minutes. Let's see if we can do it. I don't know if it's possible. I don't know if I can get through all your bullshit in 15 minutes. I'm on one today. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're what I call you, grumpy?
Yeah, I'm grumpy.
Yeah, I think it's different than that.
This is me grumpy. I had a flood in my house. And so instead of doing the things I had planned for the day, I was on, like, I can't say it, Justin get mad at me, but I was on the ground. Yeah. Vacuuming up water all morning. I still have to go back.
With a shop vac, or were you just taking your chances with a real vac?
Let me tell you what happened. I had to, like, my father-in-law, who's got a hot temper to begin with, right? He's in there and he pulls on this nut and just snaps and just water. I mean, I've just never seen, I didn't realize how much water pressure we had in this house. It's just like water spewing. He looks at me, he's like, turn the goddamn water off. I'm like, okay. I mean, I thought that maybe he snapped it after the shutoff valve. You know, I was like, well, why is it turned off there? And he's screaming at me, and I'm running around the house, and out in the front yard there it says water meter. I thought that was my shutoff valve, and it's like buried in mud, like it's sewer, like it's not it. And I cannot find the shutoff valve. And so for 15 minutes, water just spraying. So we get a hose, and we put the hose over the tube, you know. And finally, Scott saved the day, and he knew what the shutoff valve was. It was next to the water heater, and I didn't realize it. So, yeah, that's a bad mistake. Always know where your shutoff valve is. So, yeah, I feel pretty stupid about that. But I'm cleaning. So now, you know, there's probably a couple inches of water in my bathroom and, you know, in the bedroom and all. And Scott, we're trying to, like, what items do you clean? We didn't have a shop vac. So, like, what do you do to, you know, so there was a boot, like a waterproof boot, you know, rubber boot that you walk. So Scott grabs the boot. We have 5-gallon bucket. So I'm scooping the water up with the boot. You know?
Oh my gosh.
And it's actually very effective. Like, I was like, really, I had 5 gallons of water in the thing in no time. It was a good strategy. I'm like, what is all over my hands? This is my son's boot. You know, it's been sitting in our, you know, by the door for however long. I'm like, oh, that's nice. That's shit. That is wet. Just got wet all over. I'm just holding the bottom of the boot, and I just got all over me. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. So
why would you use a boot over literally any container? Nothing. You didn't have a bowl. You didn't have
the boot was awesome. The boot was amazing.
No,
tool.
not with shit on it.
It was great. So okay. Yeah, except for that part of my other hand being covered in, yeah. I'm like, why was this in the house? Like, why did you just bring it? I got the other boot, the same problem. Like, did you just stomp in it?
Oh my gosh. I can't with you today. No way. That's gross.
Yeah. And then I was starving after just slaving over the just water, and I ate 3 Ritz crackers, and Karina was giving me a hard time about having carbs.
You worked them off by scrubbing the floor with dog poop.
Cut off. I can't cook anything, and I can't have 3 Ritz crackers.
No.
Like, oh, it's like, how's your diet now? I'm like, are you really like, I've been like, I'm sweating and I've
are you
all over me, and I'm like, just yeah.
Are you gonna diet for boot camp?
What?
Are you gonna diet for boot camp? You got to look good in front of everyone.
Boot camp is next week. I'm done. Like, there's nothing I can do. Like, I mean, it's next week. Can you believe it? I can't believe how fast it's like. Literally, like, I'm leaving in a week. 1 week from today. Going to be in Denver.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, it's going to be great. So we did a show for Photo Day today. That went pretty good.
It went really good. It's good to chat with Lisa. Yeah.
Yeah, I was mad.
I could tell.
Yep. I'm sorry if it came out. You know, there's just some stuff that gets on my nerves that I've been seeing in the groups, and it's just getting on my nerves.
Like what?
I mean, Why are you going to bring it up? Like
You want
you're
to
just
talk about
poking
it?
me. You're
Yeah,
just poking
just
me.
poking the bear.
Yeah, I'm mad. I'm mad. Somebody showed me yesterday. I was at a photo shoot doing headshots, and somebody said, "Hey, did you do this and such team?" Like, yeah, I think we did that team. And yeah, wasn't ours because it was Lastolite.
It
It
just
looked
looked
well
really
lit. I was
good,
like,
so they
oh, I
thought
was
it
like,
was yours.
yeah, it looked good. So I thought I was like, oh yeah, I didn't thought it was me. And yeah, it was at Lastolite. It's like, no, I don't do that. No, we do some of that. Like for All Stars, we do, but we do natural backgrounds. We don't do it on Lastolite. But that was just kind of my point. Like I don't even know who the photographer was. They didn't mention the photographer on the post. They just posted all the kids in their banner.
Yeah,
it was a decent banner. I mean, it's hard not to get it right with the Lastolite, right?
yeah. I
So
mean,
if
it
you,
should be
I mean,
easy.
just be ready. I'm just saying, just be ready. If you're only going to shoot Lastolite, and you have another photographer that comes and they're shooting nothing but Lastolite, then it's going to get down to price. Right? I mean, do you think? Am I wrong?
I
Tell me I'm
mean,
wrong. I mean, customer
I
service
think
and
I think you're a
relationships is
little
still
bit. Yeah,
important.
I think you're a little bit wrong. I mean, if there's more people doing it and there's better ones out there and worse ones, the worse ones will start showing their ugly head. I think there's kind of there's a big mix of both right now, and I think like if you some people are okay with the extraction being not perfect, and some of us we care about that, and it shows. You'll see good extractions and bad ones. That's all. I mean, you'll see bad lighting on a good extraction sometimes, which is odd to me, but that always is a weird juxtaposition for me to look at. But
yeah, I guess I just need to shut up about it because it's just like I don't. This must be Brian Durinsky. I can't tell. This says Facebook. You says I feel attacked. No, I'm so like I need to shut up about it because it is so not my world. Like it's not my world, and I don't know anything about it. So I don't. I mean, I guess I could tell a bad extraction. I mean, I did see like the worst banner I've ever seen in my life yesterday too for another team that we should have been doing, and I guess they hired a mom photographer. And it was, I mean, it was so bad. It was laughable. Like if you'd walk by that dugout, you were like, those kids are stupid. That's what you'd say.
No, you would never. No,
oh yeah, you would, because that's how bad the banner was.
No, you would never say that.
Oh yeah, you would. You're like, look at that kid. Look at that. That looks ridiculous. Like, who's the coach of that team? Why would they let somebody have a banner that looks like that and hang it on the dugout?
They probably would feel attacked if you said that to them. Like our viewers.
Maybe.
See, you're in attack mode today.
I'm in attack mode. But yeah, I mean, okay. Well, see, you're the one that you knew. You're trying to push my buttons. Look at him.
So it's because you lost a league to somebody who was subpar.
No, I didn't lose a league. I lost a team.
It's still enough to make you mad, though, huh?
I don't know how I feel. I feel like no.
Is one team going to make or break you? Maybe it hurts the ego more than anything else. But
what's that?
Hurts the ego.
Oh, is that more. Kinsley Jet that's saying? It must be. Maybe it's Kimberly. Kimberly loves. Yeah, Kimberly and Kinsley. They do a great job with natural backgrounds, and they're leaning on the Lastolite. I love them, but they. Yeah, as soon as she did some great photos with natural backgrounds, they're good. But yeah, I'm excited. So Emily's talking about 2.0. So we have Boat Ready Boot Camp. It's going to be in Denver, and then we had this thing. A lot of the alumni. It was a really great community because we have our own little Facebook group and learn a lot from each other. We can share freely because it's everybody kind of knows who each other are and that sort of thing. And so everybody's requesting that we get together the people who've already gone to boot camp. So we developed this, they call it a 2.0. And so we're doing that. And we have James Quantz Jr. is going to be there as a guest speaker. And we're really fired up about that. Because, James Quantz, I just can't wait to see his opinion on what we do. Because James Quantz, he doesn't do what we do. He does, NFL stuff. So it's a different world. So he's going to be learning what we're doing. And we're going to get to use his pro light mods, which are awesome. And so we're going to really work hard on trying to get, some cool indoor stuff without having to use a last light or a green screen, which I think is important if you're very busy. If you're very busy, and you don't have the time for extractions, then building something that can be done indoors without doing back-end compositing, I think, is important.
Yeah, if you take the time to set it up, if you have all
Right.
that time and space, absolutely.
Right. And then, but just having a guy at James' caliber doing it and helping us is what I'm super excited about, because I know he's going to just have so much good tips and tricks for us,
He's going
on
to
how
think
to
we're
get that
crazy,
done.
how we never have a day off for months on end. And
Yeah, it's kind of a different life that he has. Like, I think he does big shoots. He goes freaking on aircraft carriers. I think that was the coolest thing, though, right?
Shooting the Navy football team jerseys.
Oh my gosh, on an aircraft carrier?
On an actual aircraft, yeah.
Yeah, for them to fly them out, yeah, that's
awesome.
It's insane. So I can't wait to hear his stories and chop it up with him. It's going to be a lot of fun. So then we'll do the next boot camp in Denver. So you gotta, that's going to be in December. It's going to be awesome. And then I don't know, maybe we'll go back to the story after that.
The one in December will be Winter Park, not Denver.
Winter Park. Oh yeah. And then we'll go back. But so hopefully you guys can join us for that. It's a lot of fun. So
I had one of the moms actually ask me yesterday if we were going to have another boot camp, because she had sent quite a few of her children to pose.
Oh, really?
For us. Yeah.
She wanted free photos,
and I was wearing my boot camp shirt, and she sure enough brought up. She's like, "Hey, are you having another one?" So
well,
she's ready.
Tell everybody about your little setup there. Are you looking? So Astoria is today with the green background and with your LUT.
My LUT, yeah. No, this is my high-end LUT. Yeah,
looks good.
Looks good. It's clean.
What do
cinematic? This is one of my school backdrops. This is what I love. These old master backdrops. I'll never stop loving them. Never.
Do you have a light on that backdrop? Light?
No, I just got a little bit of fill. Yeah, I've got a little bit of fill coming from right here. See on my shoulder, and it's hitting the background just a little bit.
Just kissing it.
Just a little kiss, a little whisper.
How far is the background from your sleek head?
I've got it pretty close.
Yeah,
I can touch it.
Okay, because I'm wondering.
3.5 feet, 3.5, 4 feet.
Okay, yeah, because I'm wondering, because I have we're building a new house right now, and I have a little space, but I'm thinking I might use it for video, but it's pretty tight. I don't know if I can. So how far would you say from your camera to the background? Whatever your setup is,
I'm right in the middle of both. I would say I'm directly in the middle of them.
So your whole setup
I'm a little closer.
Would you say it's 8 feet?
I'm lying. I'm 5 feet from the camera, 4 feet from the background, probably.
So it's a 10-foot approximate.
Yeah, about 10 feet to the camera.
If you want to look like Grafton, you need 10 feet of depth.
Yes. That's if you're shooting at f4. This is f4.
F4?
Yeah, I'm not shooting at 2.8. I want to make sure that my beard is in focus everywhere. It's very important. Yeah, you have to have a sharp beard. Have to.
It is. It's important.
Can't shoot soft beards.
So tell everybody about your shoot that you told me that you were complaining about all weekend.
Which I don't even want to talk about that. You want us to talk about being angry?
Yeah.
So it's been raining nonstop.
I think people can relate to this. Like, yeah, this is a good story.
So it's been raining like crazy here. So we had a couple of nice days out this year. Seriously, like two.
Hold on 1
nice
second.
days.
I got to tell you something. We're at 14 minutes. You got 1 minute. I'm playing. Go ahead. Finish your story.
So we're excited to shoot one of our last rec leagues that we have time for this year. So it's all set up. We even got the gymnasium as a backup in case it rained. We don't want to do retakes anymore, because we are capable of shooting last to light or green screen or whatever direction we have to go. Lately, we've been pushing last to light. It's been easier workflow for us lately. So I have that, and then that's only for backups. So, we've been shooting a lot of backups this year. It's been raining like crazy. We literally haven't had a chance to be outside. It's been, I think there's people going through heat and drought and all that. We are the opposite of that. So it's been tough to shoot outside. So we're stoked to shoot outside. There's no fields available this weekend because everyone's everyone's been pushed back so far. It gets to the point where all the fields are being used on the only couple of nice days you have. There's nothing open all day long. So we had to shoot indoors on the nicest day of the year.
That's a terrible story. But what about there's no gaps? There's no gaps. There's nothing you could do.
Nothing. Apparently nothing. I mean, we could have went and clogged up the parking lot more, I suppose, where the ball fields were, and maybe tucked off to one side and used like a piece of a field for like part of the background, maybe. But there wouldn't have been anywhere to park because they're already full.
Right.
I mean, we would have just added. Would have added
Well,
to it.
I don't think that's as well. I guess it is, but I mean, Rose Coleman just posted, that she was all set up, like she had her mind, like, okay, I'm gonna go do this shoot today. I have 130 football players, which was amazing because she had 130 football players in June, right? Like that was the first thing that kind of threw me.
Yeah,
and it was at the high school field. So okay, I'm thinking in June, like you should have the place to yourself, right? It's in June,
way.
And she gets to the field, and there's a soccer game. 130 kids coming, hour and a half before the shoot, and you're all set up. You got the gear for outside, and they move you inside to the locker room. She said the photos went good. Like she's a pro. Like I know she probably adjusted, had no problem. But that's what
especially
we have to.
I mean, it's fun to shoot in the locker room when you can throw a gel on and use the lockers for a back. That's actually pretty fun to be able to do that. I like that.
Well, we had I guess we only have a couple minutes. So we had a situation where this board member wanted us to come do something different for the middle school program. So they're like, can you shoot in the locker room? I was like, I'll come by and take a look. So I went by, took a look. I was like, yeah, we can do it in the locker room. It'd be kind of cool. And the coaches complained the entire time. I'm sure, and of course they don't have a photographer's eye. They don't know what it's going to look like. I was like, look, coach, I promise you it's going to look good. It's no problem. And this was like 8 years ago, and we're still shooting in the locker room. The problem is that locker room smells so bad that when I tell everybody is like, okay, when you go into this locker room, you cannot come out because you're going to gag all over again. It's just full gag.
You have to just get used to it and then suck it up.
You have to just stay in there. Don't move. Like you can't leave. Don't even go by the door. Don't even smell the fresh air. So we walk in there, and like years of this, every year it's just like, oh, got to go in that locker room. So we walk into it this year. I guess we're booking all our football right now, so it should be coming up. But we walk in there last season, and it is 5 times worse than it's ever been. The stench, and dude, every toilet was stopped up. There was just it looked like just the work, like a frat party that lasted like for 6 days in there, like just underwear everywhere, shirts everywhere, socks, in not one toilet was like, you couldn't even like, what? They're overflowed. I mean, it was just disgusting. And I was like, that's it. Like, I don't care. We're not, sorry guys, we are not. And they take me to the weight room, which is next door. And the weight room is it's beautiful. The most beautiful weight room. I was like, why have I been in that smelly ass locker room for 8 years when right next door there's this beautiful locker room that's all like logos everywhere and just beautiful. And they put me. This is how they treat us.
Yeah, I know the pain.
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, good chat for 20 minutes.
Yes, 19 minutes.
We can't go 40 today. We have to stop at 20.
We have to stop.
That's
We're
our
trying
goal.
to do 15, 20 minutes. Yeah. 20 minutes.
Y'all
have to tell us what you think.
Yeah.
20 minutes.
Shorter, better, longer? What do you want?
Yeah. I don't know.
Lie.
Yeah. Let us know. Oh, you need to tell people to like and subscribe in a funny way. Right now.
We don't have a catchphrase.
Well, you need to develop it. You need to figure it out.
I can't do it on the fly. We have to like have meetings, discussions. Just like and subscribe. Just do it.
Talent.
Just do it. Click it.
Yes.
Click it. It's easy.
I like that one. Click it. All right. Bye.
All right. Peace out.
All right, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.